Did you know that the fragrance in your cleaning products is now safer than ever? Keep watching to learn more about how State Industrial Products ensures your safety with the latest fragrance regulations. Here at State, it is one of our top priorities to make sure our products are safe not only for people, but also for the environment. Today, I'm going to go over 5 of the most common questions that we have been getting asked regarding our recent fragrance changes. Starting with, what changes have been made to State's products? The majority of the changes that we made to our fragrances were driven by IFRA, which is the International Fragrance Association. IFRA is the leading regulatory body in the fragrance industry, and they set standards for the use of fragrances and products. IFRA restricts and prohibits the use of specific ingredients based on various criteria. Just a few are skin sensitization, toxicity, and respiratory sensitization. It's important to note that these regulations apply to all fragrances in all types of products across all industries, so none of this is specific to State Industrial Products. In June of 2023, IFRA announced its 51st amendment to its regulation. With this change, they added 48 new ingredient standards to their regulation and revised 12 previous ones. This was a pretty substantial update, and with all of those changes, virtually all of our fragrances had to be modified to some extent. What products will this change affect? Because the changes to the IFRA standard were so significant, virtually all of our fragrances were impacted. So this is not necessarily product line specific. Any product of ours with a fragrance in it will be affected. It's important to keep in mind that these changes are not specific just to State Industrial Products. You'll run into these fragrance changes across all products in all industries. Will this affect the smell or scent of our products? We try to maintain the characteristic of the fragrance as much as possible. However, you might notice some minor differences. The main difference you'll notice is the scent might not have the same sharpness or bite that it had previously. And that is largely due to the restriction of a specific ingredient class called an aldehyde. Common aldehydes include scents like cinnamon and cherry. Now think about how sharp and powerful scents like cherry and cinnamon can be. Because of the recent IFRA regulations, we had to remove some ingredients that contribute to that sharpness. Now rest assured, the fragrance level is still effective, and in some products, we actually increase the fragrance level. But you might notice some differences in intensity originally, and the fragrance might be perceived as weaker due to that lack of sharpness. Will our products be less effective? No. The product performance is still as great as it's always been. Keep in mind, due to some of the fragrance changes, the product might be perceived a little bit weaker initially, but the product performance is still there. Any other claims on the product and also any odor elimination claims remain unaffected by these changes. Are all fragrances free of allergens now? No, not all of our fragrances are free of allergens. The recent changes that we made due to IFRA don't necessarily impact the allergens in our fragrances. We do offer some scents that contain no known allergens, like citrus green tea, water lily, natural retreat, absinthe, and coastal dreams. Now that you've learned about IFRA and how it affected our products, feel free to continue learning by clicking some of the content linked below. Or if you would like to talk to one of our trained professionals, hit the Contact Us button, also linked below.